Good evening, hoodies. Welcome back to the Hood Table one more again. Please, on your way in, please make sure you like and share the video and subscribe to the Hood Table if you are not already subscribed. Please and thank you very kindly. Now, today, we are now going to be giving our thoughts and commentary on what we've learned on day 5 of the R. Kelly sex trafficking trial. And again, as I state almost on every video, just for the people who don't know, the ones who, been sleeping under a rock. R. Kelly is on trial right now for a multitude of charges from sex trafficking to forced labor, racketeering, sexual exploitation of children, and kidnapping. And today, we again are going to go over what we have come to find out from day 5 of the R. Kelly trial. The second accuser to testify against the R&B star during his trial received a nickname of Jane Doe number 5. But today she is testifying under a pseudonym, aka a fake name, just Jane, I believe. But we'll keep referring to her as Jane Doe number 5. This particular accuser is now on her second day on the stand. Yesterday, we heard how R. Kelly always kept her isolated and confined in hotels or at his studio, and that despite the studio not having any facilities, she was not permitted to leave, not even to use the restroom. Such is the case for most of the females that engaged in a relationship with R. Kelly. They were never allowed to basically lift a finger without the singer's permission. Then today we find out what most of us knew all along, which was that R. Kelly had her and his other living girlfriend lie to Gayle King during their March 8th, 2019 interview. The craziest part of that for me is that he wouldn't allow his roomies to watch the Lifetime Surviving R. Kelly series. He told the women that all the ladies on the show were lying about him, when in fact he was doing the same exact thing to his roomies, then had them lie on national TV to Gayle King. And I can vividly recall that day when Gayle King interviewed R. Kelly and his two live-in girlfriends. And most of us at that time knew that he and his girlfriends were straight up lying their asses off to Gayle. The girlfriends, of course, were lying because, for one, he instructed them to. And for two, they were lying to protect his image and theirs. Because you see, so many people, or the public eye, was trying to figure out or scrutinize why these women would subject themselves to that type of abuse. Whether he was a star or your average blow Joe, I'm sorry, whether he was a star or your average Joe blow down the street, nobody should be abused and humiliated in that manner in which they were forced to undergo. But do y'all remember how those two women presented themselves on King's interview? Do y'all recall how extremely disrespectful Azriel was when speaking to King? You could tell off the bat that something wasn't right because they both, Azriel and Joycelyn, they both were way too defensive. Azriel clearly was being manipulated by the king of R&B. She was very disrespectful, even answering Gayle's questions before she could even finish asking it. But also, do you remember when Azriel's parents said that she had threatened to commit suicide had they not allowed her to go to an R. Kelly concert? Then Azriel turned to the media saying that her parents were lying on her. It was all a scam for money, she said, regarding the Clarys and the Savages. She then went on to say that they were also lying about her love of music and singing and how she wanted to be with Kelly so that he could make her a star. Do y'all remember that? She actually said that her parents, who had shared their daughter's sexual abuse story on the Surviving R. Kelly series, were making it all up because both her parents and Joycelyn's parents were not receiving any money from Kelly for their daughters to be living with him. Not only did she call her parents a liar, she also claimed that her parents forced her to sing when she never wanted a singing career. And of course, we knew Jane Doe number 5 was actually the one lying about that when people started posting all of her videos of her singing and performing on social media around that time, because it sure appeared as if she truly enjoys singing and the art of singing for that matter. At least that is what was perceived by the public eye, including me. Now, as far as Joycelyn Savage, the other living girlfriend, she seemed to be coached by Kelly during the interview as well. The way that she was speaking also made her appear robotic. Even with the shakiness in her voice, she still came off robotic. They both did. But today, when Jane Doe number 5 took the stand, she also mentioned how R. Kelly would cough loudly, like to let them know that he was nearby. Either that or to alert them not to speak on a particular subject or answer a specific question from Gayle. And I don't know about y'all, but I do distinctly remember Kelly coughing loudly from another area during the lady's interview. This is another reason why I believe this accuser, aka Jane Doe number 5, is Azriel. Regardless, both of these women were brainwashed for sure. I mean, is it safe to say that R. Kelly really did a number on these two ladies? And not only just these two, but many more. Now, up until the end of 2019, when his live-in girlfriends were living in his condo, both of them together continued to protest his innocence. But while he was locked away, the relationship between the two ladies took a shift to the point where they no longer got along. In January of 2020, Joycelyn and Azriel had gotten into a little fisticuff at R. Kelly's Trump Tower condo in downtown Chicago, and we all remember that. During the catfight, which was caught on video, Azriel threatened to report Joycelyn to the police for allegedly having sex with her while she was a minor, which was very similar, or should I say, which is very similar, to the charges that Kelly is currently on trial for today. After the fight was broken up, Azriel was taken to Northwestern Hospital in good condition. Following the incident, Joycelyn was arrested and later released on bond for the alleged battery of Azriel. Joycelyn's mugshot was also being posted all over social media along with the video of the fight. A few days after their physical altercation, Azriel's mother, Alice Clary, confirmed that her daughter had returned home. Joyce Lynn, who had met her parents for the first time in 3 years at the courthouse, also returned home to her family. Now back to present time. Jane Doe number 5, that was still on the stand today, spoke about how the singer had forced her to have sex with somebody he referred to as nephew. This was a form of punishment for her, breaking one of his stringent rules. As a form of punishment, nephew was to be pleased by her the same way that she pleases R. Kelly. This nephew, allegedly per Jane Doe number 5, was also groomed by R. Kelly as well, which makes me wonder if he'll be one of the two male accusers who are to testify against Kelly for being with them when they were underage. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But today's accuser also stated that she had no interest in having sex with nephew, even when R. Kelly would actually join in on the act. She claims that sometimes Kelly would still be in the room naked with them, even if he didn't join them. But either way, he was always directing them on what to do and how to do it. And of course, like others have stated, he always recorded their sessions. Now, keep in mind that Jane Doe number 5 had lied to Gayle during their interview about not being subject to any sexual, physical, or mental abuse, but then stated in court today how Kelly not only sexually, physically, and mentally abused them, but along with punishing them every time they broke one of his stringent rules, he also kept them isolated from their family and friends as well. Again, as we've heard many times from other accusers, they couldn't eat, use the bathroom, go anywhere, or contact anyone without his permission. But even though Kelly tried to distance them from their loved ones, Jane Doe number 5 would sneak behind his back to text her friends, then delete the text messages to hide any proof that she has betrayed him. She wanted to keep in contact with somebody on the outside in order to prove that she was really with the singer, especially in case something bad happened to her. Now, that is what we have come to find out during day 5 of the R. Kelly sex trafficking trial. And included in some of that, I gave you some back date information, during the Gayle King trial, the fight with Joycelyn and Azriel, because some of you guys have forgotten all about that. So I made sure I included some of that in my commentary today on our The Hood Table podcast, which I hope you enjoyed. Everybody, please, again, like the video, share the video, subscribe to The Hood Table if you haven't already. Be sure to follow us on TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, IG, Twitter. We also have a thehoodtable.com website where you can become a member over there. You can sign up for our monthly newsletters. And also, we do have a membership on our YouTube channel as well. All you have to do is click the join button right next to the subscribe button to become a member of the Hood Table. It's only $1.99, y'all. Only $1.99. I know y'all can spare $1.99 to support the Hood Table every month. And for those of you who have been supporting us, whether you be a official member or not, we always, always appreciate everything that you do for us, whether you're liking the video, sharing the video, watching the video, or discussing the Hood Table to somebody else who might actually join the Hood Table family. So, on that note, everybody, make sure you stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to always keep it hood. Bye.